Good afternoon. These are going to be your notes for 17.1, Understanding Polynomial Expressions. Okay, so we have different names for polynomials based on the number of terms they have. And you remember, terms are separated by addition or subtraction signs. So when they have one term, we call it a monomial. 2 terms is a binomial, bicycle. 3 terms is a trinomial. And when there are 4 or more, we just call it a polynomial. Okay, the degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents in the monomial. The degree of a polynomial is the degree of the term with the greatest degree. Okay, so we are going to identify each polynomial and then write the degree of each expression. So the first one is a monomial. There's only one term. And its degree is going to be 8 because there's a 3 and a 5, and 3 plus 5 is 8. The second, you can see there's 1, 2, 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. And its degree is going to be 5. Because the first one we have a 2 and a 3, which is 5. The second term is to the 4th, and the third one doesn't have any. Number 3, I have 1, 2 terms, so that is a binomial. And its degree is 6. We have x to the 5th, and we have x to the 5th y. Remember, when you don't see an exponent on a variable, we assume that it's a 1. So that makes this to the 6th degree. When we simplify, it has to be the same variables raised to the same power. Excuse me. So, for instance, you cannot add together 3x squared and 3x, or 47 and 7y, or 8m and m to the 5th, because they don't have the same variables with the same powers. Okay, so for 4, 5, and 6, we're going to simplify each expression. I'm going to underline the first term, and the variable is y squared. So I have a y squared here, so I'm going to underline that also. The next free term, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 lines underneath. So that variable is y. So the other term is also y. So I'm going to put 2 underlines under that. And then I'm going to combine the terms that have the same amount of underline. So 2y squared and y squared is 3y squared. And 3y and 7y is 10y. Okay, we can't combine those because, excuse me, this has a square and this doesn't. Okay, so we're going to underline 8m to the 4th and minus 4m. Remember that the sign in front of the number always goes with it. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 lines under 3m. So I can combine 8m to the 4th and negative 4m to the 4th and get 4m to the 4th plus 3m. Okay, my last one, put 1 line under 12x to the 5th, and there are no more of those. So 2 lines under 10x to the 4th and 8x to the 4th. When I know how to combine it, I just bring it down. So I have 12x to the 5th plus 18x to the 4th. Okay. I have a couple more examples for you. So writing polynomials in standard form. Okay, for polynomials containing only one variable, you write the terms in order of decreasing degree. And then leading coefficient is the coefficient of the first term. If you're not sure what coefficient means, you need to remember that that is the number with the letter, is the easiest way to describe that. So these two examples came from page 634. They're the your turn 7 and 8. So number 7, and the directions are to write it in standard form and then list the leading coefficient. So the first one is 10 minus 3x squared plus x to the 5th plus 4x cubed. The first thing you should do when you're going through these is look to see, can you combine like terms? Okay, in this one I cannot because I don't have any variables of the same power. So I'm going to start with the highest power, which is x to the 5th. The next highest power is the 4x cubed. And then the negative 3x squared. And finally plus 10. It has nothing to do with the coefficient. Remember, we're only looking at the exponents. Okay, so that's going to make the leading coefficient 1. Remember that, again, when we have a variable with no number in front of it, we assume there's a 1 there. Okay, and then on number 8, I have 18y to the 5th minus 3y to the 8th plus 10y. So in standard form, that would be negative 3y to the 8th plus 18y to the 5th plus 10y, which makes my leading coefficient negative 3. Okay, and that's about it for this lesson. Your homework with the lesson is 17.1. It's page 637 to 638, numbers 2 through 18 even. Okay, have a great afternoon.